in a crawling state, guilty of an added face. Masculacara, 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 mask, spectre, nightmare. The glare of the fiendish box erodes all truth. All of our protagonists' skins gleam fair. Primitive, primitive, primitive. Unruled by the constraints of linear time, devotion unto a past lost through tongue's long cut. Bloodlines bled dry, the past sublime. The men who make history monopolize on who advances, imposes scars, eyes wide shut, channeling from afar. Masks are faces, but the face is never a mask. Shed and burn, shed and burn. Many skins, many masks, many skins, many masks. Turn the corners of the mouth upward to guile. One face is too few.
My grandmother, who I live with, creates masks inspired by Nepali folklore figures, and I have activated these masks by capturing her wearing them and performing a traditional Nepali dance, the Lake dance. The masks are all around our home, so during lockdown I've drawn my inspiration from my Nepali heritage and the spiritual pieces of artwork around me. The Masked Woman is a self-portrait series that explores representation of gender in Nigerian society through a performative lens. I also wanted to explore contemporary female artists' notion of masks, and Genevieve Aken's practice is also referred to in my Cultural Machines essay question. I ordered an alginate plaster kit. I wanted to make a tactile sculptural object to convey my own mixed heritage. The process is almost womb-like and you're unable to communicate or move. It takes up to 20 minutes for the cast to set. These are the images from the colour film shoot of the two masks I created. The black and white film shoot of my mask against the light box shows the increasing shadows created by the light. The fact that these casts are on the inverse of the mask represent that they are all versions of my interior thoughts, feelings, and emotions. I learnt about the Yaka people in Congo who use their masks in initiation rituals. Masks' mystical powers are only fully realized when worn by a person, when put into motion and used in symbolic ritual. Masks have been taken from Africa and put into European galleries, into stasis and symbolic death. I also researched death masks. Riddles of a Sphinx by Laura Mulvey was also very inspiring to me as a short essay film on feminism. Does a face equal truth? In a bonfire, I decided to burn the first two masks I had created and keep the fragments for later use, whilst capturing the masks on fire. These are the fragments. I also created an indoor installation intended to become a tree of masks, giving life to all things obsolete and activating the masks. I decided to paint my masks bronze, as many of the Grand Benin masks and face casts I am drawn to are painted. I created a cast of the top half of my face and used two other parts that I had preserved from the burning of the two first masks, all from different moments in time, creating a notion of past, present, and future selves. I use the etymology of the word mask, the journey of how the word came to be, breaking down the connotations of mask as something elusive or to fear. This is the state of the other in the Western world. The fiendish box can represent the television and media, where still it is hard to come by genuine representations of people, especially women of colour and role. These words are usually used to describe indigenous cultures, for instance used by the Queen to invoke a sense of the UK being the polar opposite to primitive. I find the word very, very troubling. It implies that people with a simpler way of life are barbaric, more associations that invoke the other. I wanted to subvert this word down into a 3-syllable chant to subvert and play with its meaning. Cyclical time is an aspect of Nepali culture I really connect with. Time is not linear, but a never-ending wheel of time. The multifaceted relationship with the past, present and future is something I definitely share. I wanted to evoke this with my words, as the fragments of my face and persona are all interrelated through time. Being of many different cultures, I wanted to also convey dissonance with having only one identity, or being expected to, not wanting to be put into a box and retain influences from everywhere. I wanted to also play with the idea of the face not being a truthful sight, and a projection of what the looker wants to see. Having many faces is something I think is absolutely necessary. We are all constantly shifting and changing. Our identities are permeable, shape-shifting creatures, and I wanted to embody that visually.